that idea. The Lord took pity on Rachel and gave her a son. Hey, Lord, don't pity me that much. I can do without your pity. You know, when next time I'm with a chick and we're doing it, and don't pity me. Just don't. I don't need that type of pity. The pity, God. All right. After 20 years with Laban, Jacob had prospered exceedingly. He had many cattle and manservants and maidservants and camels and asses. And he said the words of Laban, and he heard the words of Laban's son, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and from our father he has gotten all his wealth. Jacob also saw that Laban was not the same toward him as before. And the Lord said to him, return to the land of your fathers, to your own land, and I will be with you. That's my God voice, in case you didn't know that. All right. So Jacob called Rachel and Leah to the field where he was with his flock and said to them, I see your father's face, and he no longer regards me as he did. But the God of my fathers has been with me, and you know that I have served your father well. I serve your father with all my power. Your father has cheated me and changed my wages 10 times, because they didn't have unions back then, or now, but that's another story. Anyway. But never has God allowed him to do me more harm. Never has God allowed him to do me harm. The angel of God spoke to me in a dream and said, I am the God of Bethel, where you appointed the pillar, and where you vow to me. Yeah, that's what it says, where you vow to me. I don't know what it means either, but that's what it says. Anyway. Arise, get out from the country, and return to your own land. That's my God voice. Rachel and Leah answered and said to him, whatever God has said to you to do it. So Jacob rose up and set his sons and wives upon camels, and they took all his cattle and all his goods to return to Isaac his father in the land of Canaan. So Jacob and Rachel departed. And when the time came for him to leave, Jacob stole away secretly while Laban was shearing his sheep. He passed over the river, fleeing with all that he had possessed, and set his face toward Mount Gilead. It's Gilead. Gilead? It's Gilead. All right, whatever. On the third day, Laban was told that Jacob had fled. He took his brothers with him and pursued Jacob for 7 days and overtook him at Mount Gilead. Gilead, whatever. All right. Gilead, I don't know. But God came to Laban, and the Syrian, he's Laban the Syrian now. God came to Laban the Syrian in a dream by night and said to him, take heed that you speak not to Jacob, neither good nor bad. That's God's help. Don't speak to him neither good nor bad. In a dream, because, you know, he's got to do it in a dream. Why? I don't know. Apparently God is like got some deal going with Freud or something. Anyway, all right, I'm sorry. All right. So Jacob had pitched his tent. Have you never pitched your tent? Right. Jacob had pitched his tent on the mount, and Laban and his brothers pitched their tents close by. Then Laban came to Jacob and said, what have you done? Why did you steal away without my knowledge and carry away my daughters like war captives? Why did you not tell me so that I could send you on your way with merriment, with troubadours and with harps? You did not allow me even to kiss my grandsons and daughters goodbye. In so doing, you have behaved foolishly. It is in my power to harm you, but the God of your father spoke to me last night, saying, take heed not to speak to Jacob, good or bad. Now if you left because you are longing to return to your father's house, why then have you stolen my family images? Now, before I get into what Jacob said, I should point out that God told him not to speak good or bad, which basically means don't speak to him. So he's defying what God just told him. All right. So anyway, because good or bad, don't speak to him good or bad means like don't speak to him, I would think, but you know, God can sometimes be unclear. So who knows what he really wants? And why in a dream? But I digress. Let's get back to this. Anyway, back to Atheist Bible Study, folks. Back to Atheist Bible Study. Jacob did not know that Rachel had stolen Laban's images, and he answered, "Search the tents, and whatever you may find belong to you, take it. And if anyone has stolen your family images, let that one not live." That's right. He said, if anyone's taking your family images, kill them, because that's a cool thing to do. Because when you're holy, apparently it's okay to kill someone if they take your family images. Hey, that's in the Bible. It's not me. All right. So Laban searched Jacob's tent and the servant's tent. Did I just spit on the sweat? It's hot in here. I'm sorry. Can you see that? Do you see the sweat on me? I'm a very brawny man. I'm a very muscular man, so I get kind of sweaty. My muscular girls, my very muscular body. I'm sorry. Back to Atheist Bible Study. That was just an aside. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Laban searched Jacob's tent and the servants' tents, but he did not find the images. Rachel had hidden the images in the trappings of her camel and was sitting upon them. So it was under her ass, the family images. What is a family image? I don't know. They didn't have photographs back then, so I have no idea what they mean by family images. Maybe it was drawings. I don't know. Anyway, so Laban, as we turn the page, hold on a second, searched her tent, but did not find the images. And Rachel said to her father, Let it not displease you that I do not rise to your presence, but I'm not feeling well today. Then Jacob became angry and chided Laban, saying, What wrong have I done against you? What sin have I continued that you should pursue me? You have searched all my belongings, but what have you found that was yours? Let it be set down here before my brothers and your brothers, and let them judge between us. For 20 years I have been with you. Your ewes, E-W-E-S, ewes, not you use, but you use. Your ewes and your she-goats. You know how she-goats are like she-hulks, but it's she-goats. She-goats have done well, and never have I eaten a ram from your flocks. He's never eaten a ram, folks, because he's a good guy. All right. The heat consumed me during the day and the cold by night. Sleep departed from my eyes. I served you for 14 years for your daughters, because you're a pimp, and you pimp out your daughters. And I served you for 14 years. And 6 more years of your cattle, and you have changed my wages 10 times. Had you not feared the God of my father, the God of Abraham and Isaac, surely you would have sent me away, now empty-handed. God has seen me suffering and the labor of my hands, and he rebuked you last night. How does he know that he rebuked him? I don't know, but he knows this. All right, anyway, so Laban answered and said to Jacob, These daughters are my daughters, these children are my children. These cattle are my cattle, and all that you see is mine. What can I do against my daughters and the children they have borne? Therefore, come, let me make a covenant, and let it be for a witness to you and me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of that part of the story. Next week, we're going to do Jacob and Laban make a pact. We're going to see what the pact is. So that is Atheist Bible Study number 8. I am Joe Dixon. Wait, hold on. Let me have more drink. Again, kids, good shit. But when you're of age to drink, once you're of age, fantastic. But you gotta wait. Anyway, in New York State it's 21. I'm in New York State. Did I ever mention that to you? But I am. All right. Delicious. But I digress. Anyway, that's Atheist Bible Study number 8. I think it was number 8, right? Did I make that? Yeah, number 8. I am Joe Dixon. Thank you very much for checking me out, and I'll see you next week.